As you begin installing your stair rails using Radiance Rail, you'll need to rotate the support rails 90 degrees. A typical stair rail height is between 34 inches and 38 inches, measured from the leading edge of stair tread vertically to the top of the rail. Be sure to consult your local building code prior to installation. With post covers in place, rest your bottom support rail on your stairs and transfer the length and angle onto the rail. Add 1/8 of an inch to your measurement to allow for the corner detail on both post covers you cut to length. Based on your rail height, you will need to lay out and mark the height of the bottom support bracket. Using the template for stairs, mark the distance from the outside edge of the post cover. Make sure you align the angled face of the bracket with the slope of the rail. Note that the bracket on the top post will be oriented differently than the bracket on the bottom post. Using the final length of the bottom support rail, lay out, mark, and cut your top support rail and bottom rail together, as shown for the deck railings. Remember to rotate the support rail. For the angled balusters, you will need to drill screw holes in the top support rail. To keep the holes aligned, snap the bottom rail and top support rail together. Using the pre-drilled holes in the bottom rail, use a 3/16 inch drill bit to mark the position of the baluster holes in the top support rail. Do not drill completely through the top support rail, you'll only want to dimple the surface. Separate the rails after all the holes are marked so you can pre-drill the top support rail at the proper angle for the balusters. Using a piece of scrap, cut to the same angle as your support rails for a guide. Use a 3/16 inch drill bit to drill the baluster holes through the top support rail. There are also drill guides available from your local hardware supplier that can be used like the one shown here. 2 blocks were added to the base of this guide to center the rail in the guide. It's also helpful to drill out the bottom rail holes at the same angle as well. Now you need to cut the balusters. Measuring equally from each end, mark the length and angle for your baluster cuts. This angle is the same as used for cutting the support rails. Lay out your parts and assemble the railing as before. Now you're ready to locate the top mounting brackets. Pre-drill and fasten your mounting brackets flush with the end of the top support rail at each end, as you did for the bottom support rail. Slide your rail assembly over the bottom support rail and center the top rail on the post cover. Mark the location of the top support rail on the post cover from the outside for the bracket locations. Move the rail assembly out of the way. Pre-drill and mount the support blocks so that the top surface and side align with your marks. Reposition the rail assembly and swing into place against the support blocks. Pre-drill and fasten the assembly to the post with screws through the provided holes in the mounting brackets. Cut your top rail to fit and slide into position. After pre-drilling to the top support rail parallel to the balusters, screw the top rail into place. Always use a 2-inch screw when installing the top rail. Check the length before you drive the screw to prevent it from coming through the top rail. If needed, apply white caulk to fill any minor gaps at the rail-to-post connection.